Fanta, Fanta. If I tell you, say I love you, no day for we hang out.
Yo, hold on. They're doing it right now. Turn it down.
The winner of best content creator of 2022 is
Fingers crossed.
the nobody.
I want to
The
dedicate
nobody.
this one right here to Cambridge and Nova. I love y'all. Yeah. Blue chip, flicky gang, act sandy. Yeah. I don't need a Grammy, I got a sandy. If you got a green Wizzy hat, then you family. So hungry, I was jumping in the pantry. I say most hot first, like an acceptance speech. We going nowhere fast, 2023. Alpha 4 or 5 nominees. Dylon. Oh, you yellow belly, get the point like a honeybee. Me, I would rather have the purple, keep the sunny D. Web 3, my destiny's definitely in front of me. I pledge allegiance, Sandbox and Flicky G. Flicky gang, got my back like Tony G. Pack Sand in my MetaVerse D. Got 7-4 Kang in the Discord. Come and see. Turbo made it, hit a B and a GDD. Coast on the bat signal up West V. Run with the king of crypto, he remind me of me. Make him run them baguettes in the bag, yes, for a bag head. Loser Club, Council Tech, and Alo Dev.
Calm down, baby, calm down, baby, calm down, yeah.
It's your body, you put in my heart for
Yeah, got my heart on lockdown, yeah, baby girl, got my heart on
Sweet
lockdown.
like Fanta. If I tell you, say I love you, no pay for me.
Yeah, got my San Fan 2022, yeah. It's gonna be San Fan 2023, yeah. This for Cambridge, this for Nova, yeah.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to the Sandbox Wednesday stream. And Lucas is frozen again. Gosh darn it! I fixed it, and then it came back. All right.
Solid. It's a solid move right there.
All right. Let's see how many times we can get Lucas to freeze before we actually get through the intro here. All right. That was a little beat from our content creator of the year for 2022, Razul Elder the Nobody. He made a song about winning like the next day, so that's pretty awesome. That's the kind of awesome thing that the content creator of the year would do.
Yeah, that is par for the course right there. And I just have to say, I really enjoyed the video. I mean, it was the speed with which it came out was impressive. But
yeah,
also at the very beginning of it, it's like around 19 seconds in, you see me go like this, and then in the song he says cross your fingers. And I know it's a little thing, but it was just so well timed. It put a really big smile on my face.
Yeah.
And, well, I'm still smiling about it. So we're like going on like a day now that yeah. So
I wasn't expecting to hear my own voice in a song like that. I was like, when I heard it, I was like, that's me talking. That was cool. I've never been sampled in a song
well, now
before.
You have.
I don't think so.
You're
that I know of.
Elvis now.
All right. Yay, we're in the sandbox category. Thanks for changing it, Alex. It's a thing that if you like don't specifically set it, it like defaults to another category. It's really annoying. So it's just something to keep on checking and fixing, and it's not I think everybody who's a sandbox moderator can fix it. Actually, all the moderators can edit the title and the game being played. I'm pretty sure. So yeah, but it's like a couple hoops to jump through. Anyway, welcome to the Sandbox Wednesday stream. I am Alex Florez, aka Kamisazi, joined here in voice, mind, body, soul, and joy and wonderment by Lucas is right.
That's me.
How you doing, Lucas?
I'm having a great day. How are you, Alex?
I'm having a better day.
Oh.
Today it was a productive day, but kind of a rough day. Just,
okay.
Sometimes working on stuff is hard. And then I got a really exciting email about an hour ago.
Can you talk about it or no?
So there's no real there's no like NDA here, but I think we want to like make some official announcements. But I would just say you want to follow the Council Tech on Twitter, because that's where that news will be coming from.
That's exciting.
Yeah. 2023 is year of the Wizzy, and y'all about to find out soon.
The year of the Wizzy.
It is the year of the Wizzy. All the things that I've been working towards through Wizzy stuff in this stream. This is the year when it starts to come together.
I'm excited. All I can think of is that one scene in Lord of the Rings where Frodo's looking at Gandalf and he's like, "All right, then keep your secrets."
That's kind of I'm bad at that because I want to spill the beans.
Yeah.
But yeah, there's just good stuff is happening. Took a long time to like get it to this point, and yeah, we're gonna start seeing some cool stuff happening. Some really, really cool stuff. I mean, this is gonna be a great year for the Sandbox anyway, because I think what we've learned from the last 3 alpha events, and what we've been able to do, all the new staff we have on board that's making changes. There's probably going to be some growing pains, some things changing.
Always.
As one of my favorite YouTubers says, it ain't familiar. Maybe you know Daniel. I don't remember his full name, but it's whenever he's having an argument with his brain, and his brain is like, I don't like it. It ain't familiar. I have
no idea what you're talking about.
it's a goofy thing. But that's how I feel sometimes when we want to make changes, because I've been working in the Sandbox for 3 years now, as staff for 2 years now. So I'm like very like intertwined with the way things are, the status quo, and as I want things to grow and improve, sometimes it means breaking things that are the way that I like them. So Daniel Thrasher, thank you, Voxel. Why couldn't I remember Thrasher? It's such a unique name. Daniel Thrasher, he's a like improv piano player and comedian, and he's very funny.
Kind of like Bo Burnham.
Yeah, similar. Less edgy.
Okay.
Less sad. But very funny, and he very much engages with his insecurities and imposter syndrome and savantism and stuff like that, and he's very talented and very funny. But yeah, It Ain't Familiar is one of my favorite, like, that it plays in my brain every once in a while. Whenever there's something I'm like, I don't like it. It ain't familiar. It's just, that's me. Any word on what the next Wizzy is going to be? Finally have them all but Wizzy the Blue. Wow. That is quite a collection. So Wizzy the Orange is sort of the next. It already exists, sort of, but it was a whole thing. Halloween 2021. So
I was like 1942.
Wizzy the Orange it was forever ago. That was like 2 lifetimes ago.
Basically.
So Wizzy the Orange is going to be coming back very soon. That is an airdrop for the whitelist is already made for that. So that one might be hard to get also, especially if you didn't already have a Wizzy the Blue, because it was an airdrop for Wizzy the Blue holders. Can the next Wizzy hat be yellow, please?
I have a question.
That's possible. What's up?
I forgot what it was. Oh, I remember what it was. If somebody had multiple Wizzy the Blues in their wallet, will they be receiving multiple Wizzy the Orange?
That is a good question. Man, it's been a year. I don't remember the rules. I'm gonna have to go back and check.
No worries.
We did announce all this stuff previously, so I think it's 1 per wallet.
Okay.
I'm pretty sure, but I will need to double check. The airdrop will be soonish. I wanted to make it all on layer 2, but that's been a long process. What?
It's gonna be on layer 1 then?
We're gonna mint it on layer 1. I'm probably gonna airdrop it on layer 1, just because gas prices have come way down in the past year. And while I wanted it to be kind of like special, like always is going to be like one of the first things for the Sandbox on layer 2, it's taken so long, and I want to get it out to these people. I need to like go back and check through this list of like 150 wallets, because People may have had wallets compromised and stuff, so it's going to be a process.
Ooh, okay.
Yeah, so
I can
be
help with that.
expecting like some emails or tweet DMs from the council, probably from Julia, to confirm your wallet addresses if you are expecting a Wizzy the Orange. It's going to be a mint of 200. Yeah, that's always been the plan, that we'd mint 200 because that was the old quantity for legendary assets. So Wizzy the Orange may be the very last 200 mint quantity legendary, just because we're not supposed to mint that many Wizzy Oranges, but that was the thing that I promised to people back when that was what the quantity was, and I have the ability to do that. So
Alex, I was frozen in quite possibly the most amazingly ridiculous pose ever a second ago. So when you
I
get a
was
chance to take a
watching
look
your
at that.
face the whole time, and I thought that was just you being very still. Because I literally clicked nothing. I thought you were just staring at me.
No, what I've done is I've practiced being so still that I'm basically invisible.
All right. Don't want to dilute Wizzies either. So, yeah, I'm not. I'm. So we are doing the Wizzy 10K project for avatars. There will be more Wizzy NPCs. And I was actually just talking to Joe about this. We're trying to figure out how exactly we want to deal with what we would like to do is for people who have a Wizzy avatar, we would like an NPC version to show up in your Game Maker inventory. So if you're building a game, you could put them as a character in your game. We would love for that to happen.
That would be awesome.
That is not exactly on the roadmap for avatars right now. I'm trying to get it on the roadmap for avatars because I think that would be cool to do with other things too. Like put your Snoop Dogg and your Care Bear and your Playboy party person in your game. Right? Because I've got, especially with VoxEdit, I have like dozens of avatars. I can't play as them all at once, and I'm not really interested in swapping avatars every single time I'm playing a game. So having them as an optional NPC as a game builder, I think would be pretty cool. Yeah,
very cool.
If you have an extra orange, can I trade you for a green or purple? I'm not sure what we're gonna do with the extra orange yet. It depends on how many extra there are. I need to relook at the numbers. Trading for green and purple are neither of those are legendary, so I don't know about that. We'll see. We'll see.
You gotta come correct. You gotta maybe sweeten the pot a little bit. Throw something else in there. I don't know. Just saying. Haggle.
I'm not great at haggling, so don't.
I'm not telling you to haggle. I'm telling them to haggle with you.
I'm not great at receiving haggles because it makes me very awkward.
Oh, it just walks away. He gets up and walks away from the computer during
no
the
deal.
stream. Oh, this makes me uncomfortable. I'm out of here. Alex, turn off the camera, and he just goes. Oh, he did leave. He's gone. Well, hi everyone. I guess I'll be playing your games today.
I really want to see Black Wizzy Hats join the dark side, Alex. Black magic for life. That's been something that we've been considering. Yeah, there's so we're working on the Wizzy lore. We're working on the games because there's a whole series of games and story planned around Wizzy stuff. So, like I said, this is the year of the Wizzy. There's gonna be a lot of stuff coming out for Wizzy stuff. So,
so exciting.
Yeah. That may include additional like character types and things like that. So we'll see how that all plays out. We're already doing staffs now. So that's going to be a thing also. Anyway, this isn't all just about Wizzy stuff.
No, it's not. It's also about your stuff.
It's about playing your games. So Hen Game Studio, who has been a competitor in a lot of the recent game jams, is looking to work on this game 2500 BC Sumerians. So we're going back to Mesopotamia, and this is actually really ancient stuff is like one of my favorite genres. I think it's because I grew up on Indiana Jones, and just anytime we can like Stargate too. So I wasn't allowed to watch Stargate when I was a kid. Oh, this is lovely. I love this ziggurat in progress here.
That's really neat.
So I wasn't allowed to. I was only like 5, I think. When did Stargate come out? 1994, something like that. 1995.
Right. Yeah. I was talking more of the show, but either will do.
Well, yeah, the movie. I remember seeing the trailer for the movie, and I'm like, "This is the coolest looking thing ever." And I was like 5, so I wasn't allowed to watch
amazing.
Stargate, and it's not the kind of thing my parents would watch. So I was just like, and so fast forward like 15 years, and I finally get to watch Stargate, and I'm like, "This is pretty cool."
It's still really good.
It holds up pretty well.
Yeah.
So yeah, I just like even when they go through the portal. Like that, even for like the limits of CGI at the time, like the way they did
that portal
looked so good. A part of it was practical effects. They did like swirls in water and stuff. But yeah, it was super cool. I really like that. But yeah, so ancient Mesopotamia, like the Babylonians, ziggurats, pyramids, ancient Egypt, even Mayan, Aztec stuff, like that all. You're building like a pyramid type thing, I'm in. Even like Celtic, like druids and stone circles and stuff.
I love like games that revolve around like what you call druid lore.
Is that what it's called? Druish?
I don't know, but I do know.
I thought it was druidic.
That might be right too. I don't actually know what the term is, but I do know that a group of druids is called a grove, and I think that is wonderful.
Smokestone Media says, I'm not a fan of showing all the quests on the start screen. Better to hide them, I think. I agree partially. So
okay.
I'm not sure if this works currently. There's an option to like hide specific quests. So you could make some of them visible on the start screen and some not. So if you had some like major objectives that don't spoil the plot, to kind of give players a preview, like bullet points of like,
oh, I see what you're saying.
To do a little storytelling on this start screen, that is a thing that you could do. And if you show the right information, then it can help orient players at the start. Searching through the Wizzies and saw someone made Wizzy the Gray. That is not an official Wizzy. All the official Wizzies are minted on my account except for Wizzy the Golden, I want to say. I don't think I minted that one.
Is that the Sandbox?
The Sandbox minted that one, yeah. That was the second Wizzy ever minted, and a lot of the plans for Wizzy we hadn't even thought of any of them yet. Wizzy the Blue was just like a thing. And there was none of like the lore in the expanding Wizzy universe. So when will be the next Wizzy send out? 4 weeks ago. I'm probably sending them out tonight. It's been a busy new year. But yeah, I am behind on sending out the hats and stuff. So we'll be sending some things out ASAP. Infringing on your IP, LOL. I'll allow it as fan art for now. It's fine. Somebody wants to engage with the community, that's okay. We're trying to provide more official resources for people. Like absolutely, people can use the Wizzies to make games and make their own stories. When people have the Wizzy avatars, we're thinking of ways to make sure that people can use those as NPCs if they want. There's a couple different options there that we're considering. So I'm not making a big deal about it. I'm not going to be Disney crushing on somebody's hopes and dreams, but I would not recommend minting and trying to sell that Wizzy the Gray, because then it becomes a little problematic. All right. Anyway,
stuff down.
Let's play this game. When Wizzy avatars, I missed it. You didn't miss it.
Beginning of the stream.
Yeah. Wizzy avatars are a work in progress, but they're coming soon. This year. We're doing Wizzy avatars this year. That's the plan. All right. So collect statues, points of interest, crown ceremony, talk to Mashta. We're gonna figure this out. Oh, I am. Apparently, I'm a god. That's.
Oh. Oh.
I mean, if a VoxEdit came down in his glowing glory to ancient Sumeria, I think I'd probably be considered a god.
I mean, yeah. I don't really see anybody fighting that. I mean, especially if you could shoot lasers of any kind. Or
No
shoot
laser
anything.
shooting yet.
Yeah.
Wait, do we want some equipment? Let's get dressed up. Let's see. I can be a banana.
Ooh. Be the banana.
There we go.
That's perfect. It's a perfect blend of art and nature, or mechanics and nature, and now you're a fancy banana. I mean, it doesn't get much better than that.
All right.
When the banana sits, it folds up. That's wonderful. It looks so agile as a banana.
It just the end of the banana just goes into the ground, I think. But
Yeah.
my daughters saw this and they were like, my daughters, when I came back into the house on Saturday, my daughters were actually watching a replay of the stream. They were getting a little bored because we weren't actually playing games. We were just talking about them. And they're like, are you going to play the game? And I was like, don't worry. At the end, I'd like do dress up. And so they're seeing this and they saw the banana suit and they both thought that was hilarious. So Aladev, thank you. You made my girls' night with me dressed as a banana.
I'm just waiting for somebody to make a banana phone in the game.
Well, they
or
did say
the Sandbox.
they want a hat. They were
Okay.
like, do you have a banana hat? There's no banana.
Banana hat. Is that like a hat with a banana on it, or a hat that looks like a banana?
I think it should make your head look like the top of the banana. It should look
Fair
like
enough.
a cone head almost.
Like the continuation of the banana itself.
Yeah. Or
like
it could
it.
be like one of those Chiquita banana, the Donald Duck, or not Donald Duck, Daffy Duck.
I know what you're talking
with all
about.
the fruit.
I'm gonna say no to all the fruit and yes to the top of the banana.
You want a cone head.
Yep,
Okay.
100%.
All right. Okay, let's talk to this person. Adapa says, welcome to the Sumerians, the first state in history. Thank you. You can safely explore a city. I'll do it. Okay, maybe you could maybe give a little more. So what would be cool with this kind of person, it would be to give optional expansion of, I don't want to say lore because this is history, right? I think the intent is for this game to be somewhat educational. So we should be able to talk to this NPC more and get more information about where we are, when we are, maybe some contemporary things. Like if this is the first state in history, maybe this guy can break time a little bit and tell us a little bit about when this compares to the pyramids being built in Egypt, when this compares to Chinese civilization things happening, let's
A little context.
give us more context, put some things in perspective.
I like it.
What's this? This is one of the statue collectibles. Sumerian statue.
Mhm.
We've got a little house here.
Mhm.
I'm guessing these are like clay brick huts. That could be interesting too, tell us about like what's this architecture? Like what was the construction here?
Yeah, a little plaque on the wall that people can read if they want to, but can bypass if they don't.
Yeah, it's all optional. Like that, I think that's the best lore in games is when sometimes you just want to play a game, right? And that can add to the replayability. Like if you have to go through all of the lore every single time you play a game, it's like, okay, I played it once. I don't really feel like reading all of this again.
Yeah.
But
It definitely decreases replayability.
you could definitely make a game where you find out more stuff and have it be like optional storytelling. Oop. I don't think there's anything on top of this other house, but we're gonna check it out anyway. No statues over here. We're gonna check the edges. I'm gonna turn up the music a little bit.
Yeah.
No statues over here. Gotta check every house, because I'm me. Make sure to find all the things. So
one thing...
Yep.
Go on.
Go ahead.
I was going to say one thing I would like to see more of in the sandbox, and I don't really think we've seen a whole lot of it, if any of it yet, and that's just why aren't more people breaking clay pots? If I learned anything from my childhood, it's that every adventure game has clay pots that need to be broken.
Absolutely.
And inside of clay pots, there are hearts and potions and gems.
Yeah.
And it's why I'm not allowed in the kiln place down the street from my house, because I walked in and started breaking pots, and they got so mad at me.
Absolutely.
Whatever.
I also like it in games when like you can do that, but then also there's like an NPC who's like, "Hey, what the heck?"
Exactly. My cabbages.
Like, how dare you?
How dare.
So G-Wiz says Assassin's Creed does history masterfully, not oppressive but informs. Yeah, that's exactly what I'm talking about. Is this Oblivion? I hope not. In the sense of Oblivion of the mind, but Oblivion the game. This is not Oblivion. This is the Sandbox. Lucas is banned from Pottery Barn. Can we break this? No, we cannot. We cannot break the pottery. No. All right. So yeah, I would say that you definitely need to have some breakable pottery, and then have somebody yell at you, "This belongs in a museum," when you break a pot. You monster. Because obviously these Sumerians have seen Indiana Jones.
Yeah. I mean, who hasn't?
I would put some of the the little clay statues that you're supposed to find, instead of having them hang out in the open like this, I would put them in the houses and like decorate the houses a little more. I would say some good a good example to look up would be for decoration process. Maybe Dracula's castle. So the difficulty of Dracula's castle is that it's very complex in its layout. So the city kind of squishes the buildings together.
Okay.
Halfdork says the houses are a great size. I think they are too. Like, these houses look a good size. But what I would do with these houses is mix them up some. Put some shelves. I mean, they're mixed up a little bit. We've got like a jar and a bowl here. I think it's technically a bird's nest. Did I make this? I think I made this bird's nest.
Are you asking me?
Like 2.5 years ago. I'm not 100% sure I did, because if I did, it was a long time ago. But it looks like something I would have made. I'm pretty sure I did make that.
You've made so much that you just cannot keep track of it. I think we all get that.
But it does well, and I've also seen so much that other people have made that sometimes it can be the meme where like, I made this, and you hand it to a person, and another person looks at it and says, I made this. That's what it feels like. But when you evaluate other people's artwork, then you put work into like the feedback, and they make changes based on your feedback, and you don't really remember the totality of that creative process, but you remember being involved, and then years later it's like, did I make that? Because I remember making a decision for it to look like this, but I don't remember if I actually did the whole thing by myself, and it can be hard. I try to give credit to whoever does stuff always, just because it's the good and right thing to do. But there may be times where I see something and I like remember working on it, but I didn't actually make it. Ooh, what is this thing? I wanna.
Guess who's in the chat?
Who's in the chat?
Aloe.
Aloe.
We were just talking about you, Aloe.
Half
We
Dork
would like to
says
see a banana hat and a banana phone.
yes. Half Dork says, so you're saying it was nested artwork? Hardy har. Also, what was it? There was another comment in the chat, and now I don't see it. Where'd it go?
Who's it from?
I don't remember. It disappeared. I don't see it anymore.
Maybe they deleted it.
There was a question that I was going to answer, and now I don't remember what it was.
Do you get Ledger armor set in inventory? I have 5 pieces in the sandbox, only 4. Missing glove.
The glove is messed up.
Okay.
The glove is messed up. It somehow did not trigger the equipment tag. So I'm not sure what's going to happen with that. But the glove is not equipable. It doesn't have the right metadata, and it's a known issue. And don't quote me on this. It might just be re-released as another airdrop, or not an airdrop, but as another claim, to replace it, and then you can do whatever you want with the other one. There may be some other solution. I don't know what's going to happen, but that's the simplest one would just be to set up another claim with the glove working correctly. So what I was going to say about this, though, is I want this guy to tell me what this instrument is called. I want to know more about this ancient guitar lute thing is. Tell me your secrets.
This is a Sumerian game, right?
Yeah. What sort of stringed instruments did Sumerians have? It's a 4-stringed, super long. I'm just going to say it's a bass. It's an electric bass.
I think you're right. It's clearly electric.
The economy of Sumerians was based on agriculture, animal husbandry, and trade. So, I know I said earlier the guy at the door could kind of like break the third wall and like tell you things about the perspective in history without actually those things having happened yet. Maybe he's a time traveler or something.
Maybe he's a time traveler's wife.
He's got quite a beard for being the time traveler's wife. So anyway, I'm going to sort of say the opposite. So obviously in a creative environment, there's kind of a give and take of maybe one idea, or maybe you could go the opposite direction. So in this case, this sign is kind of breaking that third wall, right? Mm-hmm. But I think this would be more interesting as an NPC saying this. So instead of a sign saying, because this makes it look like a museum, like you went to a museum of history and you're at this Sumerian display or a historical village, or an archaeological dig, and there's just a plaque that says this. But what you could do is have an NPC say, "Oh, hey, we're the Sumerians, and our agriculture, and what does the sign say? Our economy is based on agriculture and animal husbandry and trade." Like that could just be a merchant out here saying that. Doesn't have to be a sign necessarily.
Now, would you use the same NPC for all of the little tidbits, like our Metaverse guide, that guy who looks like the floating Gandalf?
It depends on what kind of story you want to tell, I think.
Okay.
Like
okay.
if you,
good point.
You could have a tour guide. Could even be this guy at the start here. He could be I don't know, a village elder or something. I don't know what the Sumerians would have for this type of guy, but he could show up in different places as the same person communicating this information to you. It could also be different people where you're talking to people like you've got this guy playing slapping the bass over here, or you've got this person throwing pottery up here on the roof. I think I need to phrase that better.
Throwing pottery on the roof?
Take the up out of there. So I'm cracking myself up. Sorry.
No, don't be. Don't you ever be sorry about that.
So yeah, I would have the NPCs communicate this information. Now this is a point of interest, so I think that's why they used the sign. But you could, I would say, do people of interest instead of points of interest, and have you talk to people from different aspects of the culture. So you're engaging with music, trade, nobility, ruling class, whatever the other points of interest. We've only found 1 out of 3. So just engage with those different people, and that's going to kind of give you that information. Just changing one word. The chat is moving too fast for me to catch up. Just change one word in the sign. The economy of the Sumerians is based on agriculture. Oh, yeah, that's true, too. You don't want to put it in past tense if we're in this time. Any news about leaderboard rewards? I think that's still being worked on. Okay, yeah. Thank you.
Yes.
Let's see. G-Wiz says, I like the rubble on the steps. Weather, aging, and erosion are a favorite part of art direction for me. Finishing touches, I go too far and get accused of buttering the mouse turds.
I told him to go on and butter those turds.
Team no pineapple. I think,
What's happening? Where did Alex go? Did we lose him? Is he gone? Did he get kidnapped?
I'm here.
Do I need to call Liam Neeson's?
I'm gonna, I'm gonna display a beautiful slice from my local pizzeria with authentic Italian bacon, pepperoni, and pineapple.
Not a fan. Not a fan. I don't like sweets and meats together.
See, pineapple for me doesn't count as a sweet as so much as like barbecue sauce does.
Okay.
To me, the sweetness and tanginess of pineapple is equivalent to barbecue sauce. And basically anything I'd put barbecue sauce on, I would also put pineapple on. And I would put them both together.
Bravo's Lab says, that thing looks like it's 3 weeks old. Alex, how old is that pizza? Inquiring minds want to know.
About 3 hours old.
Okay, so the 3 was right. You just...
Yeah, it was a late lunch, and it's still in the room. Has not been put away yet. Pizza's good on the table for a few hours. It's fine.
Oh yeah. Oh, dude, you put it on there for a couple days. You're fine.
Pizza doesn't last that long. Not because it goes bad, but because it gets eaten.
Yeah, there you go. You have a lot more people in your house than I do. It's me and my wife and my animals, and the animals aren't allowed to eat pizza because then they do gross things all over the house. So
yeah,
it's just 2 of us, so it lasts a lot longer here.
I'm sure. 3 hours is like 1 week in pizza time. What does that mean? Is this like dog years? Like, how many pizza weeks old are you? Oh, yes, I'm like 5,000 pizza weeks old.
3 hours. Can we start like a book that's just random quotes from this stream that are just completely out of context that make no sense without the actual stream itself, and then we can put links to the actual.
Yes, please.
Just something.
No, you don't want links to the context. If the only the real ones know. See, I have no
links.
I have no great love for authenticity in food. I mean, I do like trying authentic food.
So, like, when I put gummy bears on my pizza, you'd be okay with that?
I wouldn't try it, but you are welcome to do that. I'm not gonna like die on the hill that you can't do that. But
I don't book Embers on pizza. I tried it once when I was a kid. I saw the Ninja Turtles do it, and I was like, "That's a good idea." I love both of those things, and it was terrible.
have you tried maple syrup on your spaghetti?
I have. It didn't. There was no sauce in it. It was just the noodles.
Dude,
But
I don't remember. It's been a while since I've seen Elf. I don't remember if there's sauce on his spaghetti when he puts the.
I watched it like 3
maple.
hours ago.
Was there sauce on it?
There was.
That's a little too. It's like maple goes too far to the sweet for. Maybe like if it was like maple barbecue sauce or something, but it's
Maple's wonderful.
Maple is just sweet though. Like
Mhm,
that's
sweet.
barbecue sauce has that vinegary tang,
what
and fruity tang to it.
My barbecue sauce needs to have heat, a little bit of heat to it, or some heat, at least some heat to it.
I'm okay
having
with or
trouble
without
talking
heat.
today.
Yeah,
Okay.
it's all that heat on the barbecue sauce is searing off your language receptors.
I me am no word good today.
All right, the word Mesopotamia. We're playing a game here. This is gonna Hen Game Studios is gonna watch this later and be like, "Are they gonna talk about the game?"
Screw you guys. How do you, what?
I'm doing this. They asked for feedback on this, so I'm trying to give good feedback. And in the meanwhile, we're going on. It's all totally my fault. We're going on a dissertation of
It's not your
cuisine.
fault. I am definitely contributing to this, and I am proud of that fact. But I will also try to lock it up a little bit so that we can give some real feedback to some wonderful community members.
A peanut burger?
Yeah, it's gross. Like the other day, I was out. And my wife had a burger, and it was like a peanut butter and jelly burger. And I had to try it, but it made me so angry. Like my soul was like furious.
I mean, I've had peanut butter and jelly on a hamburger bun when we didn't have like a loaf of bread, but
Yeah,
not with a
that's just because
burger
you
in
didn't
there.
have bread.
Yeah. I like peanuts in Chinese food.
Oh,
And
absolutely.
there's been peanuts and beef. Oh, this is usually peanuts and chicken, or cashews and chicken usually, but cashews and peanuts are very similar taste-wise. But yeah, I don't think peanut butter and burger is really my thing.
It made my soul angry.
Yeah.
That's all I have to say about it.
Yeah. I like pineapple on pizza, but I'm not a monster. Like
See, now I'm wondering if Alex is a monster.
You didn't ask that question before, but
I wasn't, but now I'm like, is Alex a monster?
all right. The corn. Somebody was talking to me about corn on pizza earlier. Wow. Okay, we got to stop
Game.
talking about food. We got to play this game.
I have a question.
Is
we
it
get back
about
to
the
the
game or is it
game
about
and-
food?
It's about the game. It's two-part. One, can we start playing the game again? Two, this is how I say two. Can I put out the form for the giveaway?
Absolutely. Form away.
Done.
All right. The word Mesopotamia means land between two rivers. The rivers mentioned here are the Euphrates and the Tigris, both of which originate in eastern Turkey and flow into the Persian Gulf. All right. I think we are good to go up these stairs. So this is kind of I like this corner stair. I don't think I've seen somebody do this before. With the stair stepping mechanic, although I would
They didn't have that in Dracula's castle?
on a diagonal going
Yeah.
upstairs.
I think when you were wasn't there a part where you were going up to like a temple? Oh no, those were broken steps. Never mind.
Yeah, I mean there were stairs and there was a like a bridge that was diagonal construction, but the nice thing with this is like so you get stairs like this where you just kind of where you step up and that's fine. But sometimes when people have an objective, the way it's angled is like you end up at kind of this weird angle where you slide along the step instead of stepping up it, and then you have to kind of turn yourself away from the objective to climb the steps correctly, or just start jumping. But because this is coming to a corner here, any amount of sliding that you do just pushes you into the other step. So it funnels you into the step up mechanic, which just feels nice. This is okay. I'm fine with this. Just a new sensation. Hey, Rufu. That is one funky banana.
We got a bunch of star-studded names that are dropping by the chat today. This is awesome.
All right, we got to hop on the top of the palm trees. It's just something that must be done. It's just going back to my Donkey Kong days.
I thought there was gonna be a clay pot up there. I'm not gonna let this go.
At the center of every Sumerian city is the great temple called the Ziggurat. All right, this guy seems to be bowing. I don't know if he's worshiping or if he's showing
squats.
Respect somewhere.
He's doing squats.
He could be doing calisthenics, yeah.
Yep,
but
one-legged squats.
We could talk to him or her or him, and we could find out more about what's this guy's deal. Why is he doing all these squats?
He's right. Half-Dork's right. It's lunges. Not squats.
Yeah.
That's my bad.
Lunges. What's exercise? I don't know. All right, this is very much a museum here. So this kind of this is that kind of like third wall breaking. This makes it, we're now in a museum, right? These displays are empty. These give us some NFT info. To be continued, what?
Future items will be put there.
Yeah, future items.
I mean, I like that when people put that in their games. I've seen it a few times where it's like they have a huge display set up and they have other areas within that display set up, and there's signs like, more to come soon, or however they want to phrase it. But I like seeing that because it shows they're planning on putting more work into this later down the road.
Not Jackie Chan says that I blend right in with the scenery. I am supposed to be a god here. I am a god among men. There's some decorations here on the NFT sign.
And these Alex's costume is era appropriate and specific. Little known fact, the ancient Sumerians loved bananas. And that is hard and fast scientific fact. You do not need to look it up. No fact checking needed.
I don't know if bananas ever grew in the Fertile Crescent, but
they shipped them in. It was one of their main agricultural points.
Okay, this is a center of trade according to the sign that we read earlier.
The history books will prove you right.
So what I would do so we've got this big NFT sign here, right? So that's kind of like it's obvious that we're going to be breaking the world here. Not in a game breaking way, but in historical way. I would almost do make this like the metaverse blocks or something. Make this stand out as an area that's different from the rest. So here we are actually in history. And over here, this is where we peel back reality. This is the glitch in the matrix. This is the so I'm remembering a game called like Time Defender. I think it was like a weird PC multimedia game from the mid-90s that I had a demo of. It came with like first aid for Windows or something. For Windows 95. I'm sure I'm triggering some childhood memories from people here, but you were like a time commando. You had to like defend the timeline. And was it Time Defender the game? It might have been.
I mean, you were saying defend the timeline, so that makes sense.
Yeah, but you would it was a fixed camera. You were like running around these scenes, and there were like you had to like go and fight like Romans and Greeks and cavemen and stuff. get to the end of the level, but I seem to remember there'd be like portals at the beginning and end of the level. So like you're kind of going in and out of this reality. I'm also remembering other things from childhood where you were kind of like in a Matrix like space where it's like, okay, this is a simulated reality, and this door, you are now outside of the simulation. So we go through here, and now we're in a metaverse block area. Maybe this could be, like in Portal when you break through into the backside of the levels, and now you're getting more direct information here about the game elements and the NFTs. And then you come back out here, and now you're back in this other reality.
Got it. So
It's
make
just a way to help.
separation.
Yeah, I think it makes this feel more real. If the things that break that reality have an excuse. It's
Okay.
not like, oh, we're in ancient Mesopotamia, and they just happen to have an NFT museum in ancient Mesopotamia. It's like
They were very advanced.
if we put a little bit of distinction, then it becomes it makes the space we're in right now feel more real.
I gotcha.
We're gonna collect. We got 2 more statues to collect. Oh, we got a little dance party going on up here.
I mean, always.
It's pretty impressive that they got grass to grow up on top of the ziggurat. We're missing one. Is it? Where's the last statue?
Can you not go any further without it?
No, I'm afraid that if I talk to those people, the game's gonna end, and then I will have not completed it.
What if they have the last statue?
Well, then we'll have to find that out. I have a feeling I missed it somewhere out here. I was pretty thorough looking around, but
Maybe it was in one of the houses.
it could have been. Did I check all the houses on this side? And I was saying that they should put those statues in the house. But then it does make them harder to find. But, we're talking about ramping up the challenge here. This house is empty. Be kind of cool if we could move in and decorate it. Maybe we're a new citizen to Sumeria here.
Is that why you have the big purple hat?
Yeah. I'm from out of town.
All new
This
citizens get a big purple hat so people can easily identify them.
No, this is just what people wear where I come from. I feel like Snoop Dogg would appreciate this hat.
I feel like everyone would appreciate that hat.
Well, true. Gee whiz says suspension of disbelief is tough in time travel. Inception-isms, it's uncanny to our psyche. Yeah, which was why I think making like a doorway that kind of like breaks it open, it embraces the uncanniness. And so because it addresses the uncanniness, it's like a good excuse. And instead of it being like, oh, this is kind of weird, it doesn't fit, it's like, yes, it doesn't fit, but that's intentional. Where is this last statue? I mean, maybe they do give it to us at the top. I've been burned so many times before. This is why it takes me so long to play other games, like just for fun, because there's been too many times I've played games and have been trying to get all the collectible things, and like you walk through the wrong door and it like plays a cutscene, and now you're out in a different level and you can't go back and get that collectible thing unless you replay the whole game. I'm looking at you, Alice Madness Returns, but drop a name. Yeah, just there's certain games where like they cut you off from getting those collectibles, and you don't know when the level's gonna change. So it just
got a question
makes
for you
me...
really quick.
Yeah. What's up?
This is actually from
Found
Rufu.
it.
Oh, you found it?
Yeah, it was on the roof. It was on the roof over here. I hadn't.
Okay.
I thought I had gone up on here before, and I hadn't actually.
Okay.
These people are just
This is
sunbathing.
from Rufu. He's asking, Were all the Wizzy de los Muertos hats sent out during the 24-hour stream? It's related to a support ticket that apparently that he's working on right now.
I think they all got sent out.
Okay.
But wait, there were only 10 of the hats, right?
I'm
I
not
think
sure.
I've sent 9 of them, and the 10th one is for the council.
Okay.
I'm pretty sure.
can
Are you talking
pull
about the
up-
hats or about the NPCs? Because
Ask him. 1 second. Pop that over there. Pop this over here.
if we look at the hat, 6 owners. The Shap has 2, and I think that's because they. Oh, wait, the hats were for sale. So.
He said hat. So.
Oh, drawing. Okay, so we do need to draw the names for the. And I said that would happen today, which I'm doing that after this game. But the hats were for sale. I don't think we were giving away any. Unless maybe we gave away 1. I don't remember. So much has happened since Halloween.
Actually, I have something I can look at really quick here. 1 second.
My suggestion is if I'm not a perfect person, sometimes I forget to do send a giveaway or something, or somebody forgets to put the entry to send on, because we have a spreadsheet where we keep track of everything. So if we ever forgot to send something, all of the VODs are on YouTube. So you can go back and watch our streams from a year ago on YouTube. So if you remember that you won a drawing for something, that's why we do the drawings live on stream, so that we can say the name out loud. Just send us the video with a timestamp for when we gave it away, and that makes this process really fast. Because then I can look at it and go, okay, did we send to this person? And then I look at who we sent to, and I go, oh, we forgot. But yeah, if you can give a link to the video and the timestamp for it, they're all on YouTube.
Yeah, just have them shoot me a message on Twitter if they ever have a problem. And like Alex just said, just have the link to the video and it queued up to the time. And as long as I can confirm it, and I'll get the information over to Alex, and he's always, I haven't had a situation yet where he was like, no, I'm not going to send that.
What's happened a few times before is people misunderstood what they won. And that's happened a couple times where somebody thought that they heard us talking about one NFT, and they did they entered the drawing and they won the drawing, but the drawing wasn't for the NFT that they thought we were talking about. That's happened a few times before. And we always give the item that we say we're giving away in the drawing. I don't know if this has ever happened. I don't remember this ever happening before. But if for some reason it was a drawing from a long time ago, and we didn't keep the records straight enough and we're all out of the item, then I'll try to do something extra special to replace an item that can't be provided. Oh, there's a hole here.
I know of one situation where that happened, and I
Wizzy
know
the
for a
Green.
fact the person was beyond overjoyed with what Alex sent in that.
Was that
in place of the
Maxi
original
Mac?
item. I don't remember who it was for. I just remember that they were over the moon.
So I think it was for Wizzy the Blue giveaways. Was Wizzy the Green the next one? I think Wizzy the Green was the next one. So we
Yeah, I
were
think so
doing
too.
all the Wizzy the Blue giveaways, and we accidentally, somebody on a different stream gave one away after we were we hit the limit or something like that. And so I let Maxi Mac, yeah, it was Maxi, I let him choose what the next color was going to be. for Wizzy.
And
And that's why we have Wizzy the green. So, yeah. So if it goes bad, I try to make it more than better. Gilgamesh. Welcome, the old
Gil?
king has joined the gods. I don't want any problems with my coronation. What can I do for you? What do you want me to do, your majesty? Ooh, how respectful should we be?
Be rude. As rude as possible.
I don't have a rude option, but I can say, what can I do for you? Check everything, please. I'll go now, sir. Crown ceremony. So it seems like Gilgamesh knows who we are if they're trusting us to check on the crown ceremony preparations. So I think there should be some sort of story aspect that is explaining who we are. Because with these all being metaverse games, like we kind of go into games assuming we're playing as ourselves, which isn't always going to be the case. So if we're playing as a specific character, it's good to have a little bit of backstory to help mentally prep us for like, oh, I'm playing as such and such character who is advisor or lackey to the king. Something like that. We need to confirm that all is well for the young king's coronation. We need to talk to Mashta, the potter. Is this not Mashta up here? That's not Mashta. Oh, down here. Different potter. Potter Mastery Mashta. Welcome. Are the plates ready for the coronation? Everything has been developing fast since we invented this wheel. Don't worry, it will be ready. The wheel is going, I'm just a baby. I don't know how to do things yet.
I'm just a baby.
Commander Utu, welcome. Has the security been provided for the coronation ceremony? No threat can enter here. Thank you. Talk to the Inanna. Get information about the musicians from the Inanna. Oh, wait. Are we going to talk to this person up here? Slap at the bass. No. There's no quest marker above their head.
Did
Where
you just
is...
out of nowhere say slap at a bass?
Oh, because I ran up to the guy with the very long-necked four-string instrument.
I'm just going to say our friendship just got a little deeper.
Just in case Davey's watching. I like a lot of musicians on YouTube. I don't know. Okay, there's the quest marker. Welcome.
So, speaking of YouTube musicians, have you ever heard of Chet Rio?
The name sounds sort of familiar, but I'm not sure.
He takes like popular television shows and makes a song out of them in like kind of like a synthy, like a techno synthy way. And I don't know, he hears music everywhere apparently, and it just blows my mind the things that he puts together.
That doesn't sound familiar. I don't know
I'm
him.
gonna send you a link in our chat.
Sure. Was the music organized for the coronation? We brought our best musicians worthy of our king. Thank you. All right. Sounds like everything's good to go. So more like not so much on the historical aspects or like game layout, but this would have been a good opportunity to bring up some conflict and resolution. So far we're just kind of like meeting some people and talking to them, and they're telling us everything's okay. But when we're talking to the master potter, maybe there's an issue with the kiln, or they need the cart of plates carefully delivered to the coronation. Don't spill any. Maybe the musicians broke the strings on their instruments, and you need to go recover those and help them restring their instruments. The guards, maybe there's a small riot forming at one section that we need to suppress the issue. There was a word there I was going to use, and I felt
like it might be inappropriate.
We're coming up on a pretty big anniversary here.
I'm sure I have no idea what you're talking about.
This is ancient Mesopotamia. Let's not make it political.
Ancient Mesopotamia. History and science.
All right. I hope you brought good news from Gilgamesh. There's nothing wrong with your coronation, my king. All right, that appears to be it. There's no other quest events. So at this point, I would have the event start. So probably like this area here, or maybe up on the upper level.
Excitement.
Yeah, you know, there would be all the people who were out, you know, in the wider village would now be, you know, spawned up here. Have some music. Have a little kind of cutscene with people talking, you know, for the ceremony. Yeah. So that would kind of like finish it off. And with 0.8, we're gonna have all the new lighting effects. I'm not sure. I haven't had a chance to play around with it myself. I'm not sure if we can change the skybox for that. But although you could certainly spawn blocks all around the sky or assets to block out the sky, I would make it dark. Like be like, okay, it's night now. It's time to party. It's the coronation.
Okay.
Have it all go dark in the sky, and then have, you know, torches and bonfires and stuff here to make it like a lively, you know, celebration of the new king.
A giant burning wicker man.
Whatever's historically accurate as best we know. But yeah, I like the layout. I would say like there's probably and this is an early build. I know that. So it's, you know, this is all just early Passet stuff. This is not you know, any sort of criticism of the game as a whole, because I know it's not complete, but you know, these are suggestions for ways to enhance the storytelling and make it a little more engaging. So yeah, but otherwise it's a good start. Hen Game Studio. Hope to see what else becomes of this. All right, so we are coming to the end of the stream here, but we did promise there would be something going on today's stream.
Did we?
Well, I did.
Oh.
Let's see. How do I get to the... I'm in the wrong place.
Oh.
1 second.
Question for you. Today's giveaway. It's Wizzy the Purple Hat, correct?
Yes.
Okay.
Here we go. So, 132 people, lovely individuals, have claimed the Halloween 2022 Wizzy de los Muertos POAP. Not Jackie Chan, did I try your gated experience? Page 432-ish. I have not yet, but I do want to talk about that. I think we're going to talk about that on Saturday. Because Saturday, maybe we'll show people how they can do that.
Okay.
If you're okay with sharing that knowledge, not Jackie Chan.
He posted about it, and there was a video and all that whatnot. But
yeah,
you're just being respectful. I appreciate that. You're a good man, Alex.
It's funny because I almost got mad at myself because as like I didn't even finish reading the sentence. I didn't even finish reading the tweet, and I was like, oh, duh. Like, this has been possible in the Game Maker for at least a year. I think longer than a year. And people have been asking, can we gate areas or events or like specific parts of an experience? And the answer has always been, no, not yet. Maybe we'll have a feature for that later. And it's just been there sitting right in front of me the whole time. And I didn't see Cyber Dragon figure it out. I didn't see Half Dork figure it out. I didn't figure it out. All the amazing creators, like, nobody's done this as far as I know.
Not Jackie Chan did it.
And not Jackie Chan did it. And not, I just, I feel so dumb that I got asked the question so many times.
Don't you dare.
I didn't say I was dumb. I said I feel dumb.
I don't like it. I'm gonna start screaming.
Is that a threat?
Yes. Yes, it is.
Okay, we're gonna mute. There we go. Okay, now he can scream away and we won't hear him. So yeah, it's like, why didn't I think of this? It was staring me right in the face because the questions popped up so many times. And I've even suggested, I think on this live stream, that you be able to I think we did a tutorial on it. We did a like you drop a sword and a door opens up. But we always just did it as like the default sword. It was like, oh, like we put a tag on the sword, you pick it up, and now you bring it over here and you drop it, and these doors unlock. You've like sacrificed your item, and now you can proceed. And it never occurred to me to just take a specific NFT sword and have a void behavior that's looking to kill that specific sword and have a quest trigger because of that. Like, it's like, well, all the pieces were there. And I'm so glad not Jackie Chan figured it out. I'm so glad somebody did. But literally, I haven't even watched the video yet. It was just, I read the tweet and went, like I
There it is.
It's so obvious, but nobody
There
thought
it
of
is.
it. Yeah, not Jackie Chan went big brain mode, and all of our brains just got shriveled up into little raisins.
Is there any other mode for not Jackie Chan?
I don't know.
I
maybe.
present that there is not.
Maybe there's a bigger brain mode.
Mm.
Maybe.
Mm.
So anyway, Saturday we'll discuss like how this can be set up.
I'm looking forward to it.
And yeah, it's there's definitely things on the Sandbox end that could improve to make this feature better. But not Jackie Chan. If you really want to blush, I just like name dropped you and shared your tweet in a email out to like staff. It was just kind of an aside thing. It wasn't about this specifically, but we were talking about NFTs in the ecosystem and how the Sandbox is going to do things. And I was like, by the way, somebody just figured out that for the past year, we've been able to gate in-game specific things. Because you could totally gate like a specific quest or a specific door, a specific VIP area. Because that's what brought it up. Somebody else in this email thread said, we should do more creative things with NFTs, like have VIP gated areas. And I'm like, guess what?
Guess what?
We can already
Dum-dum.
do that.
That's
You don't even
awesome.
know. You didn't even know.
Yeah.
Nobody did.
Yeah.
How are they going to know?
We follow not Jackie Chan on Twitter.
Exactly. Albion Online. That sounds familiar. I think I've heard of that before. All right. Yeah, somebody was so the disadvantage, and not Jackie Chan did mention this, is that you can wishlist items and they'll show up in your inventory. So it's not a true gating. It's not exclusive. Yeah, people have to know. So like if people aren't in the know about that NFT, then and they haven't wishlisted it, then they're not going to know what it's for. But Um, Currently, you can wish list and the items will show up in your inventory. They're not supposed to though. They're supposed to when you're like editing a game to like try to create something, so that you can test it out. But they're not supposed to show up for when you're like playing the gallery. And I think at one point that didn't work, and then probably somebody disabled a filter or something. So it's a bug report that has to get made. But I think the key things to make this feature kind of like bulletproof are to this emergent feature, because this is like, we talk about emergent gameplay, but this is really emergent game creation, or game design. That's what I like to call it, emergent game design. We need to make it so that way only items you actually own show up in your inventory when you're playing, and make it so that way the game creator can select whether dropped items have collision or physics on or not, because it is exploitable that you could drop an item, and then if you are very good with your jump timing, you can actually jump off the items. I've actually used that to get out of pitfalls before. Somebody made a hole and I couldn't get out of it, and I was like, I dropped an item and jumped off of it to get out of the hole, so I didn't have to restart the game. Yeah.
Me impressed.
I was impressed. I was like, ooh, it worked. I didn't know it was going to. Anyway, so
you said we were going to do something. What are we doing?
Yeah. So I said that we were going to give away 5 Wizzy de los Muertos to people who have claimed the POAP. And I've got a list of people who've claimed the POAP here.
Oh,
now,
yeah.
I thought that this list was numbered. It does not really appear to be, although perhaps I can export this as a sheet. I can download CSV. So we're going to do some stuff in the background here. We're going to make a Google Sheet with these and number it. 1 second while I...
Do you want me to announce the winner while...
Yes, please.
Okay. So today's winner for Wizzy the Purple's Wizzy's Enhanced Purple Hat. This name always confuses me. I don't know why.
Wizzy the Purple's Enhanced Hat.
Wizzy the Purple's Enhanced Hat. Wizzy's Purple Enhanced Hat. Wizzy's Enhanced Hat Purple. Me, I'm no word good. But the winner of the hat that is purple and also enhanced, Lula Love 9 over on Twitch TV. Congratulations, Lula.
All right. So, we're gonna... It's not doxing because this is a public list. There we go. So what we're going to do is we're going to make a new column here. I guess I'm going to make this smaller so people can actually see what I'm doing.
You're very thoughtful.
And we're going to call this ticket. And we're going to do 1. And oh, wait. I'm not in there. I was the first person to claim because I was just testing it out. I was making sure that the thing worked. So
how dare you, Alex?
I just deleted my name from there.
How dare?
All right, and we're going to stretch this out to here. So we have 131 raffle tickets here. And we're going to find out who the winners are. This is a spreadsheet stream.
We love our numbers here, and if you don't, then you can get out.
And we're gonna put if they're a winner. I really just like formatting spreadsheets. It soothes me. I just love it.
So we have some questions in the chat about the Ragnarok Game Jam prizes, and unfortunately, Alex and I don't have any information regarding that. We can't confirm if all the prizes have been sent out. through the. You said it was through the Korean studio, correct?
That was through the Korean Sandbox team. So
Yeah.
yeah, I don't have any specific news on that. I'm not sure the best way to reach out to them. I guess you could try the Korean part of the Discord. There are Korean specific channels on the Sandbox Discord, and there is a Korean Sandbox Twitter.
I'm looking for the Sandbox's Korean Sandbox Twitter right now.
All right. We are ready to roll here. So I'm going to use a random number generator to pick a number between 1 and 131. I'm just organizing here so it looks nice.
It looks amazing.
You look amazing.
Oh. Sweet talker.
You're breathtaking. All right. I'm going to zoom into this a little bit so people can see better. There we go. Now it's working. We're just overdoing it.
No. Not even a little bit.
All right. My OCD is soothed. Okay.
Good.
So, between 1 and 131, first roll is 127. That is whoever this is. I don't know who this is, but they're just going to get.
They're 127. That's who it is.
Yeah, they're 0x2CCC7F1, whoever they are, is going to get airdropped Wizzy de los Muertos. Actually,
Yes.
it might show. No, it doesn't show any sort of name. But I could see what their OpenSea name is. That is this one. Does it show their OpenSea link? Or I could just copy and paste their thing. It doesn't really matter. Congratulations to whoever that is.
Congratulations to you, random number person.
If you want to manually type out this wallet address and paste it into OpenSea and find out who that is, you can do so. Or you can just look at the next 5 people that kamisazi.eth sends, and then you can see who it is. Sends a Wizzy de los Muertos too. All right, next roll is 87.
Ooh, that's a sexy number.
And that is 0x016E5C4FBDCB1E57DEE69.
Talking dirty.
I ran out of air.
I heard that. It was wonderful. So is this list only for people that don't have a Wizzy de los Muertos already, or is it just if you entered it, then you're good to go?
If you entered it, you're good to go. There was a giveaway where
The friendship tokens?
yeah, if I'm trying to remember how it went. This was back
been
at
like 9
Halloween.
years. Yeah.
it's been 5,000. What
Pizza
were we
hours?
measuring in?
Pizza weeks?
Pizza
I don't
weeks. It's been 5,000 pizza weeks since Halloween. So I don't remember. You checked the 88, not the 87. I'm going off of this number. Because row number 1 says Ticket ID Collection ENS. Brett Haworth got it. It's all right. All right. The next winner of a Wizzy de los Muertos goes to 88, apparently. It just, wow. I've never seen it do that, but I just clicked to generate and it went to 88. So
Yeah, I've
there
never
we
seen
go.
it go back to back like that. But it has to happen eventually.
Yeah,
'cause
it's a
history.
random number generator.
Yeah.
So congratulations to 0x2A8AF8188E007 007.
How many of these are we doing? How many options
5.
or chances do people have?
We've drawn 3 of 5. We got 2 more.
Oh, I thought we did 2 already. That was way off.
Yeah, we got 87, 88, and 127.
Okay.
So the next one is 94. The low numbers are not lucky today. All right, that is 0xAB00C38817. You lucky person, you. Whoever that is.
Just so you know, the Lula Love was actually number 3 on the list. So the earlier numbers won earlier.
What? I don't understand. What
The
are you
last
talking
giveaway we did,
Yeah.
last giveaway, the purple hat giveaway,
Sure.
Lula Love was
was
number 3
early
that
on in the list. Got it.
Yeah, she was number
Okay.
3.
Yeah. All the early numbers got lucky in the last giveaway.
There you go. Oh, one of them.
I was like, I scrolled up to number 3 and I'm like, that doesn't say anything about Lulu.
My apologies. I gave 0 context. I winged it in there. I tried for it. It was a swing and a miss, but you can't hit them all.
It's all right.
That's okay.
It's all right.
Okay.
All right, next one. Last one. For a winner of a Wizzy de los Muertos NPC NFT goes to 99. Wow, another not very far rollover. Google random number generator is tripping today.
Doing it.
All right, and that goes to wait. Oh, I checked the wrong one, but I fixed it. 99 is right here. 0x5D29E22A7E3F CD946229730B A13B1C2D5A7. Got through the whole thing.
I'm sorry, I missed the last part again. Would you repeat that?
From the top, no. Just look at the screen. Use your eyeballs. Not Jackie Chan says, if you create a piece of collectible equipment with a tag, it will retain that tag if you pick it up and drop it again. Yes, it does. But those tags don't hold on in the NFT. So if you you can't mint it with those tags preset. They don't carry anything, so it won't affect the game. But only if you have it as a collectible item in your game, they pick it up and put it back down, then that tag will be sensed by whatever you have looking for the tag. All right, so congratulations to those 5. I should be sending them out tonight, as well as any previous hats and things that are pending in my list of stuff to send. I had heard that some people from Joe's 24-hour stream still needed to get their stuff. So the thing is, when you say that, you need to remember Joe did 2 24-hour streams in the same week. And there's a slight difference between them. In the first 24-hour stream, a whole bunch of us Sandbox streamers were there for that. And those giveaways are coming either from me or from the Sandbox Sand distribution wallet. And I think those are actually going out as claims. you can check with Panda to make sure. I think the sand from the 24-hour stream is as a claim list. But the 24-hour stream that Joe did for Extra Life charity, that is Santa Wizzies that he's supposed to be sending from his own wallet. So you have to go and bug Joe for those if you have not received yours yet. So, yeah, don't bug Joe if you don't have to. But if you won something, he didn't send it yet. Just give him a little poke, a little prod. He'll send it. All right. Sandbox stream went as a claim a week ago, I think, says GWiz. So yeah, I think it was supposed to go up. Sometimes the claims can be a little wacky. You might need to like reset your browser, clear your cookies or something, to make sure that stuff shows up correctly. Log out, log back in, that kind of thing. But if you were expecting a claim and you don't see it, then you may want to ask Panda. And she may or may not have an answer for you. But I'm not involved in the distribution of the sand rewards there, so I don't know. However, there is something that I am involved in the distribution of, which is the prizes for the nominees and the winners of the Sandy Awards, which we did on Saturday.
We did. It was wonderful.
I have Conrad reaching out to everybody who was nominated to make sure to confirm that we have the right wallet address, because we can see your wallet address from your Sandbox profile, but some of these are for games that were released as many as like 10 months ago. So we want to make sure that that wallet address is still valid. It hasn't been compromised or anything before we go and send it 1,000 sand and a legendary one of 10 NFT. So, that would be sad if we send it to a bad account.
Yeah, I reconfirm wallet addresses every single time I have, like, especially if it's a bigger send. There's a contractor I'm currently working with on a project, and I sent him a payment like 3 weeks ago. And then, we had another payment come up for another part of the project that they completed. And I mean, it was a really big payment. I sent him another message, and one of my partners was just like, yeah, just send it. We just did it like 2 weeks ago. I'm like, you know what? I just want to check. Sure enough, the wallet had been compromised and they hadn't let us know. And if I had sent it, then I feel like that would have been an issue for everyone.
Yeah, that was a good call.
I really dodged a huge bullet on that one.
Yeah,
so,
that's why I need to go back through the Wizzy the Orange airdrop list, because that was from over a year ago now. So I really need to make sure that
smart.
Yeah. That's a lot can happen in a week. A lot can happen.
Pizza week.
And if it's 20,000 pizza weeks, it's really so much can happen.
That's basically forever.
My leaderboard rewards disappeared, but I've been able to claim some others. That sounds like a bug. Hodl. I hope that gets resolved. All right. Well, thank you everybody for watching. I'm going to be doing my personal stream over on my channel in about, it's almost 7, so in about 2 hours. We're going to play some games. Not Sandbox games, just other games. Diversifying my life. But anyway, thank you everybody for watching. I had fun. Hope you had fun. And Saturday, tune in if you want to figure out how to gate parts of your experiences to a specific equipment asset in your NFT inventory. All right.
I'm excited for Saturday.
All right. Have a great rest of your week, everybody. We'll see you later.
Bye, everyone.